Uy, 720p lang to ah. Kawawa yung hard drive. Oh, 720p lang naman ata. Ano ba aralin ko? Hindi ko alam kung C++ ba o JavaScript. Ano unahin ko? Kasi dapat ngayon start talaga. Okay na ako sa Python, pero hindi ko siya magamit, hindi ko siya ma-apply. C++ or Java. Saan C++ ka? So, baka hindi siya applicable. Huh. Hindi ko man i-start yung 1 hour. Okay lang. Sige, i-start mo na. Araw-araw to. Okay. Ayan, 1 hour yan. Recording naman. Ngayon, ang unang gagawin ko na lang, tapakala ko sa naka-edition na ako eh. Kung unang-unahin ko ngayon, mag-edition tayo kung anong unang-unang language aralin. Hindi ko maalam kung ano sa school eh. Ang bibigay nila, kaya sabi C++ daw. Or JavaScript, diba? Hindi ko alam. No idea. Pero mainly, mas maganda, madali lang. Kasi hindi ko ma-apply. Katulad last time, try ko mag-aral, hindi ko siya ma-apply. So wala din kwenta. Naaral ko lang siya, hindi po nakaabot ng variables loops, pero naaral ko yung pinaka-basic fundamentals niya. Sabi ko, paano ko i-apply? Hindi ko apply. Wala na, tinigilan ko na. So, JavaScript. Na ako na yung brightness, sakit sa matay. JavaScript. Yan.
Created in 19 1995, showing a
JavaScript sa
marketing people at the time wanted
web
it to
siya.
sound like that sexy new Java language. Today, it's a fully featured language that continues to evolve through the ECMAScript standard. It's most well known for building front-end web applications because it's the only language other than WebAssembly that is natively supported in browsers. However, anything that can be built with JavaScript will be built with JavaScript, like server-side applications with Node.js, mobile applications with React Native or Ionic, and desktop apps with Electron. It's an interpreted scripting language, but tools like the V8 engine and Chromium use a just-in-time compiler to convert it to machine code at runtime. It's also excellent at handling I/O-intensive jobs, despite the fact that it's a single-threaded language made possible by a non-blocking event loop that can queue up work in the background without blocking the main thread. To get started, create a file ending in .js. Your code will start executing from the global context. Use the console to log a value with the built-in debugger. Now think about where you want to run this file. Is it a front-end browser or a back-end Node.js server? In the browser, you can reference it with a script tag, then the browser will execute it when you open that HTML file. On a website, JavaScript is often used to grab an element from the DOM. Document query selector will grab the first button, then we can assign it to a variable with either var, let, or const. Var is the OG way to do it, but is typically avoided. Let is for variables that can be reassigned, while const is for variables that cannot be reassigned. Now to make the button interactive, we can add an event listener to it by defining a function for the onClick event. We can use the function keyword here or the more concise arrow syntax. Now the event loop will execute this function whenever a new click occurs. Functions are first-class objects to support functional programming patterns, but JavaScript also supports classes and inheritance for object-oriented patterns. Even though it's single-threaded, it can do work asynchronously with the Promise API, which also supports the async await syntax. JS code can also run on the server thanks to the Node.js runtime. Instead of buttons on a web page, it interacts with things like the file system API. Execute your code on the server by pulling up the terminal and entering the Node command. This has been JavaScript in 100 seconds. Hit the like button and subscribe if you want to see.
Ano ko lang sa JavaScript kasi puro siya web. Puro mainly siya web talaga, halos lahat web. Which is okay.
Developers refer to JavaScript as a toy language, but those days are Fox and Chrome are Spider, which is responsible for defining standards. Here, and executing add to slash.
Ang pinaka-goal mo, dapat ano ba yung day 5. Gusto ko makabuo ng timer. Pangit ng timer sa Google. Ayan, lagi may ads. Gusto ko sarili kong timer. Tsaka um, mga basic lang. Basta something mag-iisip ako, pero unang gusto kong timer. Timer, tsaka actually gusto ko rin muna ng notepad. Yeah, kasi basics din yan, notepad, tsaka ginagamit ko rin naman siya. Ano pa ba? Yung mga ganon. Ano ba tayo? Mas maganda kasi mag-visualize muna ng output para alam mo na yung gagawin ko. Kasi pag hindi ko talaga alam kung saan yung pupunta. Basic programming projects. Ayan, calculator. Ayan, to-do list. Ayan. Hangman. Pwede pa rin pa yung chatbot. Kasi nakita ko mag-drop ang chatbot. Nag-import lang siya ng system. Alam di system yun eh. Parang something. Import mo lang from GitHub. Then, direkta na. Personal website. Gusto ko yung mga troll website. Yung mga ganun gawin yun. Magpasok ako ng JavaScript. Yes. Pero ang pinaka kasi gusto ko yung major mostly networking or something. Pero okay lang naman. Kasi gagawin mo na naman to. So wala naman akong choice. Kailangan ko aralin siya. So okay lang. Joke generator. Yung mga yan. Generator. Yung pinaka-project natin. Generator na something. Timer. Password generator. Mga ganun. Kasi yung mga ganun. Yung mga simple lang. Start tayo simple. Yeah. So, pwede ko mag-aral ng iba-ibang programming language. Kung nag-aaral ka ng isa, pare-pares mo silang concept. Pero, pwede ba yun? Hindi ko sila siguro. Pwede ko silang aralan sabay-sabay. Pero hindi ka kasi recommended gawin. Okay. Hindi tayong tulong. Thing is, wala akong makitang Python projects. Like, nagka na Raspberry Pi sa Python. Scan ako. Ito.
I wanted to share.
Coffee app. Ang Python nag-run sa terminal or sa command prompt. Yo. That's kind. Ang lapit doon Gusto ko yan. Mag straight to the point na lang kaya ako. Mag-Python ulit ako. Kasi nag-start na ako ng Python. Tinigilan ko lang siya. Kasi hindi ko siya talaga ma-apply. Maraling Python ulit.
Now, in order to make a game, what to make, something, and it turns out I can do anything. But my blue screen on camera that I start. So at this point, it was pretty. But finally, after thinking about it nonstop, present, and there's these. So I jumped back into Adobe Illustrator and illustrated these cartoon hands. But these cartoon hands weren't realistic enough. I know, it doesn't make sense. So after studying my hand and re-illustrating them, I got the most beautiful Nintendo DS WarioWare style hands that I could illustrate. I also ended up mocking up the menu and creating a scorecard thing that would go on the top, so every time you get points, it would appear there. I then jumped back to the subline text, importing the new artwork. The main thing is I added the score. As you can see, it's working. It's okay. Slow down. Next, I created a new class for the hands, and I gave them movement. And then I added this sneaky old Flappy Bird trick that when an object is off the screen, you just reset its coordinates, so the game plays forever. There's infinite hands. Now, at this point in the game, you can only move left and right, and it felt a little stiff. So I decided to give the player 4 directional movement, and I also updated the movement so it had acceleration and friction. That way the movement felt a little bit more floaty, and you had to control the present more instead of just like stiffly moving left and right. It was at this point I learned how to code a sine wave, and I used it literally for everything. I used it for the UI, I used it for the menu, I used it for the hand. Yes, it was totally worth it and added an extra level of polish to the game. It started to feel like I was reaching the finish line, but I kind of missed something crucial, and that's collisions. But it turns out Pygame has a really great collision system for sprites, and that was actually way easier than I thought it would be. So now when you hit the hands, the game actually resets. And it was at this point that I added probably the best feature in the game, and that's making the present not a present, but a hand holding a present. In all seriousness, it felt like the cherry on top.
So many choices. Sometimes it's nice not having to make any. Nivea Men Deep with Max Tech and Black Carbon, up to 72-hour protection and dark wood fragrance. Skin is for playing it smart. Nivea Men is for skin.
The cherry on top for the game. I even made the acceleration and friction a little bit more slippery so it felt like you were controlling a hand. And this is the moment I realized that I created a game that was actually pretty fun to play. I would just open it up randomly and play it when I was talking with a friend, or I just found myself playtesting it a bunch when I was working on it when I should have been fixing some bugs. My whole goal was to make a game in Python, but I didn't expect it to actually be fun. So at this point, all that was really needed was some sound effects and some music, like the karate chop sound when a hand comes flying in fast. I also got my wife to do some professional voice acting for this as well. And originally I was planning on composing the music for it, but I was starting to run out of time, and I wanted to come up with something a little bit more familiar, like a classic Christmas MIDI. And because this game felt so much like a DS game to me, why not mix this MIDI with a DS sound font? I will admit it was pretty jarring. That's what I ended up using. Was the game gets 2 thumbs up for me. I was able to pick it up really for you, and in my case than that. But what about making games? Is it just as easy? Well, a couple of weeks ago, I was itching for an excuse to make a game without an engine, and this seemed like the perfect opportunity. And between it being the holidays and having a baby, I thought, what better time in Python? You have to use a little thing called a framework. Basically, it's a library of code that does all the really hard stuff for you, and in my case, I'm using one called Pygame. Partially because it's the main one that people use, and partially because it's the only called Pygame. It's a library because it's the main one that people use, and partially because it's the only one that I know about. So quickly install that people use.
Pygame, isa lang no. What? Ano to? Online compiler. Pwede kang gumawa ng game sa Python?
Up my laptop and try doing it on there, this would work fine as well. You can delete this player class now. I need this P2.
Okay.
And
You're watching this YouTube video, Spam and Eggs, instead of Foo and Bar and code samples. It's commonly used to build server-side applications like web apps with the Django framework, and is the language of choice for big data analysis and machine learning. Many students choose Python to start learning to code because of its emphasis on readability as outlined by the Zen of Python. Beautiful is better than ugly, while explicit is better than implicit. Python is very simple, but avoids the temptation to sprinkle in magic that causes ambiguity. Its code is often organized into notebooks, where individual cells can be executed, then documented in the same place. We're currently at version 3 of the language, and you can get started by creating a file that ends in .py or .ipynb to create an interactive notebook. Create a variable by setting a name equal to a value. It's strongly typed, which means values won't change in unexpected ways, but dynamic, so type annotations are not required. The syntax is highly efficient, allowing you to declare multiple variables on a single line, and define tuples, lists, and dictionaries with a literal syntax. Semicolons are not required, and if you use them, an experienced Pythonista will say that your code is not Pythonic. Instead of semicolons, Python uses indentation to terminate or determine the scope of a line of code. Define a function with the def keyword, then indent the next line blank, usually by 4 spaces, to define the function body, and then add a for loop to it and indent that by another 4 spaces. This eliminates the need for curly braces and semicolons found in many other languages. Python is a multi-paradigm language. We can apply functional programming patterns with things like anonymous functions using Lambda. It also uses objects as an abstraction for data, allowing you to implement object-oriented patterns with things like classes and inheritance. It also has a huge ecosystem of third-party libraries, such as deep learning frameworks like TensorFlow, and wrappers for many high-performance low-level packages like Open Computer Vision, which are most often installed with the pip package manager. This has been the Python programming language in
luwa pang Roblox.
Farming is fun. Farming is fun. You can make lots of actual fun projects that you enjoy making for maybe the games that you play or the apps that you use, and you can share them with people, and it's very interactive, and you can really use a lot of creativity when it comes to it. So don't get discouraged by it being this boring thing that you're gonna hate. If you do it right, you're probably gonna have some fun and you're gonna make some cool projects, but more on that later. So there's many tutorials for how to learn Python, and most of them mostly focus on theory and just sitting there and studying, and a lot of people make the mistake to just open up one of those tutorials and just type a long ass theory into code and pretty much learn nothing. And then there's the people that absolutely hate programming because they learn it wrong. So this video is mostly for people that like doing stuff practically and actually learning from projects, and what I consider the most fun way to actually learn Python and stick to it because it's way more entertaining. So first you want to install Python from here, and then you want to install VS Code as well. But VS Code is going to keep asking you about random stuff like Copilot or whatever. You don't really care about any of that. So just click no on all of those, and then once you have Python installed, make sure you check the option that says add to path. I'm gonna just link you some tutorials on how to do it. There's plenty of tutorials that show you how to install these too, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go with like the high level summary. If you need something a bit more detailed, you can just look up a specific guide on how to install Python on VS Code, and then all of them test everything because you're gonna forget what each one of them does. So I'll try to give it a bit of more.
May ads.
Here in KiloCode, we can see how much the generation costs, cheap when compared to the result. Now that we're ready, let's ask KiloCode to build a node organizer.
Vibe coding, I mean, ganda naman siya gawin, pero gusto ko kasi basics lang.
Because why wouldn't I? And then make sure to name it .py. So that way it's a Python file. And to do this for the first time, on the bottom right, it's gonna ask you if you want to install the Python extension. Just click install, and then go into your settings and go into keyboard shortcuts, and then look up run code. So when you look up run code, whatever sort of thing you are programming in here, when you press that hotkey, in my case it's control space, boom, your code runs. So you don't have to click this button every time.
Hello world.
If you want to stop it, if you have a loop for it.
Naalala ko pa paano print yan eh. Dash print something ba yun? Okay, ginawa yan yung file. 2.py. Gago. Paano yun? Hindi ako gumamit ng VS Code. Naalala ko lang kung paano ito. Ginamit ko siya ng beses, yun lang. Naalala ko. Ayun, F. Control I. Oh, putang ina. Hindi ko naalala ko pa kung paano magawa nun. Run. Paano mag-run? Takbo na naman. Wala bang kung ayoko na yan. Ano ang ginagamit sa ano? PyCharm ang ginagamit sa phone. PyCharm sa set. Ayoko yan. Ah. kailangan ko na print. Nakalimutan ko na eh. Gumana pa. Nadala ko pa. Print na try kong gumawa naman. Actually sana open ko pa yung solo learn account ko kasi naka-update pa ako. Ang alam ko pwede ka magawa. Alam ko kasi nakagawa ako na lang ano eh. Print. Mag-run pa rin yan. Magawa ko pa siya. Alam ko x equals mo y equals gago print print yun. Ay, kung magagawa ko ba? Hindi. Meron akong notepad na ginawa dati. At nakatambak pa yung mga files ko dun eh. Nang ito eh. Yun, hanap ko na. Ayan. 2022. Maling ginagawa dito. Ayan, exponents. Ayan. /n. Paano yung variable? Ayan. Variables, sign. User each value like this. X equals 7, x plus 3. No. No. Yan, because lang. Ang variables gumagana lang siya sa string as numbers ata. So pag ginawa ko tong rely ako sa sa luma kong notepad. Okay. Ay, hindi. Tangin naman. Tapos pag ginawa mo siya x ba yun? X print ba? Hindi, tama nga, print. Anong mali dito? May mali. Abot ako ng ano eh, ng variables eh. Tsaka inputs. Tapos tumigil na ako after no. Tapos tinamad na ako, hindi ko ma-apply sa kung gagamitin no. Paano ko ba ginagawa to dati? Ano to, araw-araw to, gabi-gabi sa gamit ng solo learn kasi may free silang subscription, ginamit ko siya. Tapos mga 3 months na hindi ko nakita, wala na. 1 month nga lang yun. Para maligo. Like this. mali yung ano dito, hindi ko na alam eh. Tama na eh. Fuck. Paano may pinakamadali ito? Try pinakamadali. Vector X 7 print X. Tama ba ako? Nanaga na ba ang print saan? O tama naman. Tama naman ako. 10 X. So, gago. Wait lang. Hindi na nag-ooperate si ng value ng ano ng numbers. Nakalimutan ko na eh. Wait lang. Tingnan, tripan. Ingay. At tama ba to? Hello yan. Hina kasi. Gago. Ayan, gago x times 3. Tama naman to dapat eh. Is not defined. Patindi. Pero pag late numbers, hindi ko ba't na ganun? Mali ba inaral ko? Pen, isang buo pen, may instructions. Sinulat ko lang to. Oo nga, ba't ganun? Ba't ito nagana A? Ba't ganun? Baka iba yung ano ginagamit ko dati. Ba't ganun? Ba't ganun? Variables like this, x plus 7, x plus 3. May nagagana yun. Kailangan mo ng ano. Ikaw gumana. Hindi gagana. Ewan ko. Bakit ganun? Sa VS Code ganun rin ba? Hindi lang rin Python. Okay. Ganun lang. Ay, gago. 32-bit yan. 64. Alin na? Shit. Alin yun dyan? Diyan. Diyan. 64-bit o 32-bit?
Nothing, and then there's your code, and it's gonna keep asking you about any of that. So just click no on all of those, and then once you have Python installed, and make sure you check all.
God damn it. Alam mo, 64-bit din ako guys. 64-bit na lang. Okay, install now. Okay na yan. Okay na ba? Tagal. Mabaliitan to eh. May maliit lang. Yan yung pinakamaliit. Ano ba yan? Python na lang siguro ulit, no? Tapos may basic prior knowledge ka, no? Okay na yan. Okay na yan. Magana to.
That says add to path. I'm gonna just link you some tutorials on how to do this. There's plenty of tutorials that show you how to install these too, so it doesn't really matter. I'm just gonna go over like a high level summary. If you need something a bit more detailed, you can just look up a specific guide on how to install Python on VS Code. And then once you have your VS Code open, you're gonna create create a new file, you can call it whatever, just don't do what I do and don't call them tester because you're gonna forget what each one of them does. So I'll try to give it a bit of or just gonna go tester because why wouldn't I? And then make sure to name it .py. So that way it's a Python file. And if you do this for the first time, on the bottom right, it's gonna ask you if you want to install the Python extension, just click install. And then go into your settings and go into keyboard shortcuts. And then look up run code. So when you look up run code, whatever sort of thing you are programming in here, when you press that hotkey, in my case it's control space, boom, your code runs. So you don't have to click this button every time, and then if you want to stop it, if you tap.
Let's not get complicated for now. Okay lang muna yun, kahit wala yun. Okay lang yun, okay lang yun, okay lang yun. Masyad mong, ano yun, fuck. Okay. Tangina. Paano ba i-set up to ulit? New file. New window. Yeah. Okay, saan ko talagay? Yo, can't go. Yes. Bullshit. Okay na. New file. Kupile. .py. Let's go. Ba't hindi siya lumabas sa akin as P? What the fuck?
For example, you can just press Control C or basics and then go, because why wouldn't just don't go over like a high level summary if you need something a bit more
God damn it. Gusto ko lang ako matry. How to set up VS Code. Yo, tangina, Python talaga.
To setting up Python in VS Code.
Oo na.
To install.
Okay, install ko na.
Type in new Python version.
What the fuck?
Version. That easily interpreted. And if you dug into the documentation, you start seeing that they refer to it as some fancy things like essentially the runtime stuff is virtual.
What? Wala pa yun?
Today,
They give an instructions and icon
Kaso, right lang.
and from we need that for when this will draft again.
Tangina, wala pa yun. Ina. Ask a question, tangina mo. Control K. Ito, nakakala ko na. Yun. Ano, hindi show mo lang yan, hindi ko alam yan. Ay ganun, may ginalabas na ganyan, huwag tangin, pangit naman nun. Install, okay. Install pa ako, visit ka. Okay, na-install na daw. Gusto ko lang makita yung overview ng Python, ano mga pwede kong gawin kasi inaaral ko talaga sa pinakamadali lumabas Python, edi yun na yun yung ginawa ko nun eh, hindi ko alam paano gamitin yun. Okay, alam mo na yan sana. Ito na ako, okay na yan, wala ko dyan. Gago, mali pala spelling ko, PYT. Okay, try natin. Ay, gago. Print. Okay. Parang share. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Kagi. Kagi nakakabwisit yun. Try this pa. Hello, I got two. Let's go. Let's go. Alam ko pwede mo tayo meron kung gagawin dito para iiba-iba siya. May something nun eh na ginagawa para magawa yun. Alala ko lang. Hindi nagagana yan. Kasi alam ko pwede dalawa ganito eh. Ay hindi pala. Ang pagkakaalala ko lang pag gusto mo siyang hatiin siya tapos print. Let's go. Ayun, hindi siya magkadikit. Backslash n pag gusto mo tayo nga header. Nyari hell, yung hell. Backslash n. Then if from hell no, ay mali. N. Front slash n pala. Very nice. Okay na.
You can just look up a specific guide on how to install Python on VS Code. And then once you have your VS Code open, you're going to create a new file. You can call it whatever. You just don't do what I do and don't call it and test. It asks you if you want to install the Python extension, just click install. And then go into your settings.
Gusto ko naman Linux. Actually, mag-aaral akong Linux sa side lang. Kasi may extra akong laptop dyan. Kasi puro hardware. Makalagyan ko siya ng Linux. Kasi ano lang yun, 2 gig RAM lang yun. So Linux na talaga may install. Project pa yun for another day. Hindi pa ngayon. Pero ayan, gusto ko mag-ano sa Linux. Kasi yung Linux for testing ng mga hardware. Lalo na pagdating sa ano, sa mga PC parts. Minsan tatamad ako mag-install ng Windows. Diretso ko Linux. Hindi ko na din diretso siya ng ano, Windows kasi ang tagal na installation. So ganun talaga.
So when you hit run code, whatever
Okay.
programming you do, you press that button, make your
Hello.
full space, go for code run. So you
Yo.
press this button every time, then if you want to stop it, if you want to loop for it,
Yo.
you just press Control C after
What? Automation, may automation din pala ito. Naalala ko. Yes. So maybe good nga ito para sa akin. Wala siya. Paano magagamit si Python sa web development? This is fun.
And then you have all these, and then you're just gonna follow this general area. If it's a dotted line, that means it's optional for these
Poetry.
applications.
Kami sa poetry.
Although I would say for computer science you should learn all of these, maybe except for this section, you should pretty much learn all of these. And right here, that if you're only learning Python for cybersecurity, none of this is actually going to concern you. So you have the roadmap, and then you also have countless YouTube guides.
Tuunayan ko bukas.
The fundamentals of the language. So they're usually longer videos, some of these are an hour, some
Yeah.
are 6 hours, but most of the time they teach you pretty much the same thing, so it doesn't even matter who you are. Lists, arrays, data types, variables, there are all sorts of stuff that's pretty much essential for the language, so it really doesn't matter which one you choose. Just pick the guy that you like listening to the most. And now here's the most important part of all of this, and the only reason I decided to make this video, because there are plenty of Python guys out there. My problem with this is that it's not very practical, and it gets quite boring for the average person to just study
Yeah.
or like a gamer that's just used to being all the time.
Nakatas ko lang mag-Valorant. Kinalma ko lang yung sarili ko.
So here's how I would say it. First of all, you should find the general select most capable.
Oh my god. Ito si ano,
Click on
network
the guy
shock
that's
galing
like
yan.
listening to or that you don't find at all. He's gonna teach you all the basic stuff, but the most important
Si network
part
shock.
is that you use VS
Sa
Code.
panoorin.
Please do not use PyCharm. It's gonna be bad. People do not use it in production. People use VS Code. PyCharm also has a lot of issues with interpreters, and if you're new,
Okay.
you might mess up a lot of stuff, and it's not gonna work, or it's not gonna
PyCharm
start
ako alam ko.
working, it's gonna work. You just use VS Code. It's just a way of operation. Other than that, when you get into the tutorial, you're just gonna watch one section, and then after you finish the basic section, which he explains whatever he's trying to go through, so this is variables. So here he's assigning the value 10 to a variable called price, and then he's printing price. Now, what I want you to do after every single time you learn one of these is I want you to make a small project out of it. It doesn't have to be anything complex, and you can use ChatGPT all you want, you can use Google all you want. It doesn't
Ayoko
have
man
to be
mag-ChatGPT.
perfect.
Gusto ko muna basics na.
If you
Ako
want to
lang.
learn Python for a career in data science, IT, or
Buhay pa ba si
engineering,
Solo
then
Learn?
you need
Ano
the
na kasi ang
complete
ano dun eh.
Python Bootcamp course on Udemy. These videos and practice exercises
If I get into the code, just keep in mind you don't have to understand anything that I'm writing. You just need to understand like the general method that I use for learning, and that you should
Good
use
na.
to if you want interactive learning. You don't actually have to worry about the specific code I'm writing, so you really don't need to understand what I'm doing. Just get the general method of what I'm trying to do. You're gonna learn all of this stuff later on anyway, so it doesn't matter right now. You're gonna get to a point where all of this is gonna seem very easy to you, even though right now it might seem a bit complicated, and I'm gonna go through a bunch of concepts pretty fast. Anyway, let's get back into it. So in this case, let's say I just learned variables, right? So I would first of all type my own things in there. I wouldn't just copy what he's saying. So I would assign a variable as chest. I'm gonna imagine this as a Minecraft chest, and then I'm gonna put 32 sticks in there.
Yan ginagawa ko. Ayun, may bayad
Now
siya.
let's say I want to open my chest. I'm gonna print it on
Real
paper
life practices ng bayad.
Now I'm gonna run this, and boom, I got my 32 sticks. Really good. Now if you want to start
Ay,
with
sinasabi ko.
really learn pretty much.
Ba't hindi ko magawa yan? Ba't hindi ko baka mali. Baka mali na yung ginagawa ko. Gago. Mali. O baka? X. Ayun, ba't sa akin di siya nagana? Oh, wait. Wait. Ang ina mo. Kaya pala hindi siya nagana. Kanina pa. Ito, gagana na to. Oh my god. Ganun lang pala eh. Huh. So 3 times x. Ganda pala. Oo nga pala, wala nga pala strings pag numbers pag may strings pag ay pag may quotation marks pag ano pag strings nga words. Nakala ko na. Shit. Okay, fair enough.
Comes to this topic, so what I want you to do is just mess around
ChatGPT.
Transfer it because it
Yes.
programming pretty well, especially the basics of programming. If you wanted to make more advanced projects, it's going to be good on time. But if you wanted to write all kinds of code, basic functions, stuff like that, it's going to be very good for you during the beginning. Don't make entire projects for you. Just use it as a teacher. Come to it with code, ask it to optimize your code, to correct it, to teach you, but don't use it to just generate pages of code
Yeah.
and just paste them in because
That's lazy.
so in this case, let's say we want to swap two variables. Well, I could say that b is going to equal to a, but then both of them are going to be 2, and then a is still going to be 2, and then if I go a equals b, now I already turned b into 2. So the way that would work is, here I said that b is equal to a, so then because of this, b is going to be equal to 2, because a is equal to 2.
Hashtag notes. Yes, notes.
Then a is just going to be a equal to 2 because we just changed it to 2. So then what we have to do instead is we're going to have c equal to a. So we're going to have a third variable that's going to keep in mind the value of a. And then we can say that a equals b. And then
Sakit na
we
sa ulo.
have
Naginami na
b
nila.
equals c. So now if we print a and b here, and then we print a and b here, and then we run, and also then we just add a few lines. So it looks a bit better. There we go. So a was 2, b was 5, and then after we swapped them, which happened here, we made a 5 and b 2. So we basically swapped the variables. Now this would be like a small project that would teach you how variables work. But if
This
you
way.
were to not do this
Yep.
and just watch the YouTube guide, then you would skip over this entire section and you wouldn't really know how to swap variables. So then later on, whenever you would need to do more complex operations with variables, you might want to add this useful information with it. This is one example. Another example is, let's say, this, the raised dictionaries, whatever. So you might have somebody telling you, okay, we're going to make one for apple, banana, grape, and then we're going to define it as a. And then I can print a index 0, which is going to be apple. So by doing this, this is going to print apple. So now we have a list with 3 fruits. So by doing this, this is going to print apple. So now we have a list with 3 fruits. This is not very interesting, right? This is probably what we're going to learn in the list. Just to confirm this, I'm going to check that in the list. Yeah, there we go. So we didn't use fruit in this example, we used names, but it's the same concept. So doing it this way is kind of boring. So let's spice it up a bit. Let's pick your favorite game. Let's say you play it, for example. Or even better, let's just say that. So you would want to make this a bit more personalized. So instead of apples and other fruit, let's go for agents. So I would call my variable agents, then I would delete all of this, and then let's put in some agents. You should get chamber. There we go, that works. So now let's make it like a small project. Right? You should get
What?
there we go. And now if I were to print agents 2, we should get chamber. There we go, that works. So now let's make it like a small
0.
There's no
Count just 0.
you might wonder,
Galing.
how do I select a random value from here? Like an interesting project would be, I'll make something that randomly decides a random agent for me to play in my next game. And then you do a bit of Googling. You look up how do I find a random number in Python. And then what you're going to find out is that it's just import random. You're also going to have to install some of these modules, and I'll show you how to do that. You just open your CMD, and then you type pip install random. For example, I already have this, so it's not going to work for me, but whatever module you want to install, just type pip install, and then the name of the module. Now, to select a random integer, so basically a random full number, I'm just going to go random.random between 1 and 5, let's say. So now this is just going to give a random number between 1 and 5. It's not really optimal for my list. Actually, let's make it optimized. So my list has 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to go from index 0 to index 6. I can put this in here, or I can say, like, I don't know, random number equals, and then I can put random number in here. There are multiple ways to do this, and you should really experiment. I'll add even more functionality. I'll print out the random number as well. So I'll go print the number was, and then I'll add random number to it. And then I will also make this case. And I will write
Nice.
boom. The number was 5, and the agent is 5.
Woo. What? Random number, okay. Random number, agent, random number. Oh. 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 Agent random number was 5. Sting. Ah! Sting. Okay.
Is at index 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that doesn't
Like the ad card.
Get the water from the leaks.
You have to pay, and then it's gonna be the agent. So now when I run this, the number of the sport, we're next to it like after breaking. So I just made a bit of a cooler script using lists instead of just sitting
Pwede mo
there
gawing website
and
yan.
reporting
Tarjen, may natanong. Can we make websites with Python? Yes. Yes, okay. What ang itsura nun? Show me a website that is kaya kung ChatGPT ko kaya made in Python. Mali PY. Sinetfix ko sa Python. I mean, meron para namang hindi ko kasi gets yung core functionality ng HTML, CSS. Alam ko lang nasa harap sila. Kunyari, ayan yung banner, yung mga tags. That is CSS. Yes. Ayun yung magkakaintindi ko sa kanila. Ayun lang. Ayun pa lang. Ayoko maging complicated muna. Okay. Make a basic website using Python. Mag-inuman explain. Okay. Gusto ko makita ng itsura nun. Full stack. Oo nga pala, okay. Okay, nakalimutan ko kasi masamahin mo nga pala sila. Oo nga pala, no? Nakalimutan ko.
Other pages, you're gonna return the redirect URL button, press empty cache and hard reload. Then you can go look at the console. So a lot of times you found I possibly could. Hopefully this will /profile brings me to the profile. Okay, I'm gonna go to /views /profile brings me to the profile. Okay. Alright. With that said, I think I am done. I am officially out of breath. Went as fast as I possibly could. Start up.
Parang flash, ano na pala? Stacks sila. Balik sa yung JavaScript. Forgot na may concept na parang ganun. Okay. No problem. Naalala ko na. Okay, no problem. Flask yun. Yun, may Python page.
Ready to harness the power of Python, APIs, and Flask. And with these powers, we can make super awesome websites like this. And really much else to update our repository. Take a big bit and double quotes and quote one port Flask. One piece of code is what allows us to alter a bullet behind the
Wait, GN yun na ano to, diba?
These two variables right here, which being populated by this Python script done. Turn our Python Control X, Y, enter to save. Let's try it once more. Okay, it's on. It's running. Let's see if it works. And bam, just like that, your very own mini website. Now I love
Wait,
Flask.
so nagko-compile siya ng what? Huh. That's interesting.
One small example and how you can start to build from that and do your own things. So what I want you to do is take what I've done here, have your own new thing, do that. Or what you're talking about, I'll put it below. And
That's interesting. That's interesting.
want to make it like over time. Instead of just have some copy and talk about Python, Flask, and APIs. It doesn't want to do that. It's just fun. And also,
Okay, I guess.
Now I might even decide to use this if I play Valorant. I might make a picnic random generator. I'm not sure how fun that would be, but you know, there comes optimizing the code. So there's multiple ways to learn to do the same thing, but there's some methods and way that really matters. So here, adding strings to each other is not really the best way to do it. Normally the way we would do it is we would use a string formatter, so we would go f equal to string, and then instead we would just take a variable, we would put it inside of the string, this thing right here, and boom, that is the way to properly do it, and then this way with the plus is the way to suboptimally do it. So the way to find out what the
May
best
meron
way
pong
to do
4 na
it
taon
is
para
to
practice ito.
you can just go in there,
Mga
set
14 weeks na lang,
say
pero gusto ko lang ng
new program, how
Basic introduction lang. Hindi ko ito ginawa ng bakasyon. Hindi ko din alam bakit. Tagal na ito, 3 taon na ito sa risk ko na ginawa ko. Shit. Paano yun? Okay. Kulang pa yung 12 minutes, hindi ba? Kulang pa yan, kulang pa yan. Parentheses.
Is your agency using WordPress to build websites? That's like carving a chicken with a handsaw.
Free pa bang ad guard niya? Free pa ad guard din. Fuck naman eh.
In this case, whatever I want to print has to be inside the piece. There's no space between them. There is no print without them. It's always going to be print, parentheses, and then whatever I want to print is going to be inside it. So this is just going to say inside in my pen. Now when it comes to my input,
Oh, parentheses. It's nylon.
or I can also add a question inside of that, or any sort of text that is basically going to be an instruction for
Yeah.
the person using my program to know what I want from them.
So
So
basically, hindi siya nag-activate. Hindi siya na-interact. Struck lang siya dyan.
So if I were to do this and then I would type my name in, it doesn't really do anything. But then we can also just use this, put it in a variable, and then later on we can do something like print your name is, and then we can add my name to it. So now if I type Bob, it's gonna say my name is Bob.
Ginawa ko yan.
Now already just from this, there's gonna be a lot of misunderstandings. So here's another thing. You can just take input as it is, delete all of this, and just put it all in one line. So it's gonna say your name is, and then whatever you type in the input field, which is gonna display as type your name. So now we do this. Boom, it's the same thing. Now here's the reason why I actually experiment with this.
Hirap
Why
yan.
I try to be more complex on it. So let's say I'm gonna print hi 100 times, for example, hi with a space. It's gonna show up like
Yeah,
this.
pababa.
But what if I want to count every time I say hi and I have the number to which I counted to, so I could go for x in range, let's say 50, or let's just do 100 since I started with 100. I'm gonna want to pick up hi plus x times 100. But here
Yung
it's
gets yun yung ba't
already
may space sila sa lagi sa
so
simula.
if I try this, it's already not gonna work because x is a number and I is a string, so for this is the internal data type. But I'm not gonna do it with
Parentheses.
just convert this right from problem and make this a string. But now I run it and it's like, oh, this didn't really work. Why is my terminal all broken? And then it's like, oh, well actually, it's multiplying the string of the number 100 times and then just putting it after I, and then it's doing that 100 times. So that's not what I want. So now imagine you're making a more complex project that has about this much text on one line, and you have to pick up the entire line and figure out what's wrong with it. It's going to be very difficult if you don't understand the fundamentals of the stuff that you're writing because you didn't experiment with it before. In this case, I instantly spotted that this sequence was wrong for me, and that it's just multiplying the number and then also printing it 100 times. But if you're just writing this after only going to the tutorial once and not experimenting with stuff, you might not know why this is happening. You have a hard time learning. So what I'm supposed to do is I'm supposed to remove this, and now it's just going to say hi, and then it's going to count to 100. And then if I want
Kasi
to do that
X.
entire thing, I can just put parentheses, and then boom. Now imagine you're not used to experimenting with stuff. All of these parentheses are going to get confusing, and you're not going to know where to put them for your stupid.
Oh.
So now it's going to do the same thing, but it's going to say hi and the number 100 times instead. Just like this. Now,
Aray, aray, aray. Kulang pa. Extend ako, may extend ako, may extend ako, may extend ako.
this is not a very useful program.
Sige the video.
But you do have to see about it, understand the program a bit better. So whenever you make more complex projects, you're going to run into lots and lots of projects.
Sa
as fast as you can.
medyo matagal ang sakit
Or
kasi.
escape it
Aray.
because you're like use the app properly. So let's try to is first we need to break down the general system of how this works. So the way we can talk to the computer to understand this entire thing, because it doesn't have the context of the whole game, all the computer needs to know is that I will click one time, it's gonna see a color that isn't green, and then the second it sees green on any pixel that I select, it should just immediately left me. That's all it needs to know. So let's try to do it right now. I'm gonna put my Python right here to the side, and I'm gonna import some modules. Now I already know how to do this, but if you are doing this for the first time, and this is an example of a good project that you could do as one of your first projects, after you learn the absolute basic syntax, is you could just go into Google and then you can look up how to find the color of a pixel in Python or something like that, and you're eventually gonna download it into Pyro.gui. So I'm gonna import Pyro.gui, and then I believe this syntax was Pyro.gui.pixel, and then I would have to give it some pixel coordinates, so let's say 10, 10. I don't really have to print it, because otherwise this will do nothing. So yeah, the pixel at number 10, 10 is going to be 60, 60, 60, which I believe is one of the gray colors up here. What I want to do is I want to get a specific pixel from here and scan the color. So in my case, I'm just going to pick any one of these pixels, and to do that, so there's multiple ways to do it, but the way I think I want to do it is I just want to find the position of the pixel by using my mouse. So I'm just going to print the position of my mouse. So that's going to be
Tawag dito?
position. So now
Axis.
it's going to tell me the position of
Axis
my
yun,
mouse, as
axis
well
yun.
as the color of the pixel and that. So for this, I'm just going to use these two together to get the color of this pixel. So I just hovered over this pixel right here, and now I'm going to get the color of that pixel.
What the fuck?
This to then that. So for this, I'm just going to use these two together to get the color of this pixel. So I just hovered over
Pwede
this
yun.
pixel right here, and now I'm going to get the color of that pixel. Just like that, and now I don't need to drag my cursor anymore. So now one of these pixels, which in this case is blue, and then it's going to turn green whenever I need to click it, is going to get tracked. So I want to find the color of the green pixel. So I'm going to stop this, I'm going to wait for it to turn green, and then I'm going to run this. There we go. So now, oh my bad, somebody turned the system. There we go. So now this is the color that I need to look out for. Right here. So I'm going to put it here. Now that I know the pixel and the coordinates and the color, I can just make a loop. So I'm going to make an if statement. I'm going to say if the color of this pixel is equal to this, if the color of the pixel at these coordinates, which is one of these coordinates, is equal to the color green, which is the specific color I got from the website, otherwise it's not going to work, then I'm going to print, let's say I see green, so that we know that this works. Now the last thing I need to do is I need to put this in a loop so that it constantly scans for it, because otherwise this is just going to scan for it once.
Yeah.
So then I'm going to go while true, and put this in the infinite loop. If it sees that the pixel is green, it's going to type I see green. It's going to type I don't see green. So now
Ooh.
let's try to run this script.
While true.
Right now it's spamming my terminal over here on the right with I don't see green. But now if it's going to turn green, boom, it says I see green. So I made a script that properly sees
Shit.
all. So
Shit.
instead of printing I see green,
Damn.
it's make it click. So in this case I'm just going to go by
To clicker?
and then after it clicks, I'm going to need it to chill a bit so it doesn't spam with too many clicks. I'm just going to make it, I'm just going to break it. I'm just going to stop the entire loop, which is also going to stop the program, but that will break after it clicks this name is started in the correct code. So now I should just be able to run this, and now it should automatically click whenever this thing is green. Boom, there it is.
What the fuck?
Allow me to make videos like this in the future where I take more complex projects and
What the fuck? Okay.
the whole series of it. But for now, just make sure to stay consistent and have fun, because
Yeah.
if you're not gonna have fun, if you're gonna feel like this is dreadful, you're probably not gonna last too long, or you're just not gonna have a good time, and there's just no reason to do that, and you can honestly just enjoy it. You can manifest your creativity, you can have a good time. So I would say just try to have a good time with it, and you're gonna learn it really fast. Don't worry about learning it properly, as some might say, because over time you're just gonna get better at it. It's not
Kruger effect.
the progress
Ganun.
starts getting
Tingnan niyo.
exponentially faster, and it's just so much more enjoyable to do more and more advanced projects. So yeah, just if you have any questions, you can just drop them in the comments. I can get the question, I reply to every comment. If you have any more advanced questions about cybersecurity and stuff, like you want
Cybersecurity pala, nice.
cybersecurity videos, just message me on Discord, and my Discord tag is going to be in the other videos. Thank
Nice.
you for watching. I hope you enjoyed.
Thanks, man. Day 1. Let's go.
Have fun.
Should I do another one? No. I wanna do one, but I have other things to do. Actually, alaw na ng umaga. It's day 1. Convinced na ba ako sa Python? Nasa ano na ako? Nasa 70-30. Okay. Oh shit! Oh yeah, let's go in and watch. Cool things. What you could do in Python. Shit.
I learned how to code just to do this.
Nakita ko to eh. Import turtle ba yun? Ay, nakita to eh. Sa TikTok dati.
I learned how to code just
PY 1.4 turtle. Nakakala ko dun.
Spent the past 2 years quickly learned that I would need to use a library, and that's when I came across Pygame. After watching a whole forced me to get a much better understanding of my knowledge. In these 2 games, I worked with collision for the first time and implemented some very rudimentary physics. The phone game even had some AI, which, despite being very basic, was a good start. I
That's great.
continued with the theme of 2D arcade and added a whole bunch of features that I hadn't worked with before and used to make these explosions. I then broke away from the retro games and took on a well-known mobile game, Flappy Bird. This used a lot of what I learned on the projects, but it was definitely a fun one to develop. My next project was a platformer, which at the time was my biggest project and is still my most watched tutorial. The hardest part was to figure out how to create game levels, which at that point I hadn't worked with yet. I wanted to fit. It's a very common method of creating levels, so I was pretty pleased
Parang
that I
mga
worked
ano,
that out
retro,
myself.
retro
After
games.
this, I wanted to make an RPG style game like Final Fantasy. I was to put animation sequences for each character depending on the action you were performing.
You made that?
This game took me quite a while to create, and I realized that
Wow.
taking on a full RPG on my items, shooting, and all time to complete. And there were times when I really
Is it
lost motivation
Metal Slug?
because I would
Metal
get
Slug,
stuck with
diba?
bugs that I couldn't fix for days.
The fuck?
Persevered,
Metal Slug yun,
eventually
diba?
completed, and while I was really proud of the game, the process burned me
Yo.
out. I needed a break from Pygame, and just to keep going again, this castle should have only worked Legend Waves meant two-player fighting games
Yo, you
against
made a-
Street Fighter. There were definitely some
What?
features that could be added, like character selection and AI for the second player to choose game. So I decided to tackle another big game, which was this dungeon crawler. Since this was a top-down game, the player could move up and down as well as left and right. So I added line of sight and targeting, meaning the enemies would chase the player once they
Soul
saw them,
Knight.
but it was
Soul
also
Knight.
to shake them off by hiding. Instead of bullets, I used the bow and arrow, which was aimed with the mouse. Today,
What?
this is this game, and I used everything that I've learned over the last 2 years to make it. So what next? Maybe I'll go back to the RPG game,
That's fucking lipit nun, man. What the fuck?
game,
No, mali. Wag sa, save videos, man. Lipit nun. What the fuck?
You know what's cool about knowing how to
Okay, that is fucking lit, man. That's fucking lit.
Always thought programming was meant to be difficult and boring. Isn't studying. Studying is
Yes.
boring and hard.
Yung nag-aaral, man.
Programming is a creative craft.
Yes!
Like drawing,
Yes!
making music, or even gaming. One of my
Yes. Yes.
one of my
Yes, actually iniisip na ano, pero dapat.
one of my hobbies or two. Coding is actually really fun, even though it can be hard sometimes. As soon as I saw programming as a hobby I can level up in, I started learning more about coding communities, new tech, course, programming, and computer science. Because like most people, I was brought into the field for money and job security. Now when I have to study something
Money's
like
good.
programming,
Money's
it's
good.
fun because I know I can go apply
Saturated
these
lang.
skills later on in my projects. Making programming a hobby made the experience of learning to code a lot more casual and fun. And more
Yes.
importantly, it got me coding every single day. Obviously, don't treat it as a hobby when you're coding for work, but treat it as a hobby and see it as what works to learn. And take a lot of the pressure away and replace it with fun.
I bet you're wondering.
How do I apply this? Find an area
yun.
until you love programming. Thank you for your time.
Great.
Hey everyone.
Okay, show me some stuff na magandang gawin. Like, na makakamiss kapag makita mo yung Python.
Your free Python projects you can write now to practice your Python. Project 1, file loaders. Have a
How?
project started for working create a Python script as a code. You can have it read these files file extension, drag it to a for example, I have a .NET file, maybe a
Ooh.
create a Python script will allow you to link up free units and convert them to RESTful units. Seriously, a social network. If you want to go one step further, create a UI using Pretender to make it easier to use. Project your crazy.
That's cool. That is sick. That is sick. That's sick, man. That's fucking lit. Import universe. Made a Tetris game. Sounds luma. Solid yan. That's kinda cool. Makagawa ng Tetris. It's better, no? New operative system. Ito yung mga ganito, importer letter type. Kita yung lagi dati sa TikTok. That's kinda cool. Wait, what?
Here's 3 simple Python skills. Project 1. Draw a heart. Create a script that draws a heart using Python Turtle.
Turtle, yun
Here's
ang Python
how to
turtle.
build manifests. Random password. Quick timer. Write your own timer script 18 seconds. If you are feeling
Sign me up. I'm done. I'm done. Kailan tayo? 1:15. I'm done. Ito, day 1. Day 1. Bukas ulit. Hindi ko alam 1 hour pa or something. But magaling ako na kasi hour. Ito yung 1 hour na ako nakaupo dito. Yeah. 1 hour ako naka sa chair. I'm convinced. I'm going back to Python after 3 years.